Now I had the time of my life. No, I never felt like this before. Yes, I swear it's the truth, and I owe it all to you. 'Cause I had the time of my life, and I owe it all to you. I've been waiting for so long now. I finally found some moves that I need. Saw the writing on the wall, and we felt this magical fantasy. Now with passion in our eyes, there's no way we could disguise secretly. So we take each other's hand, 'cause we seem to understand the urgency. Just remember, you're the one that I've been dreaming of. So I'll tell you something. It's gonna be long because I had the time of my life. I never felt this way before. I swear it's the truth, and I owe it all to you. Baby, with my body and soul, I want you more than you'll ever know. So we'll just let it go. Don't be afraid to lose control. No. Yes, I know it's on your mind. You say, stay with me tonight. Just remember, you're the one thing I can't get enough of. So I'll tell you something. It's gonna be long because I had the time of my life. Never felt this way before. I swear it's the truth, and I owe it all to you. 'Cause I had the time of my life, and I was trying to let me open door. I had the truth, and I owe it all to you. Had the time of my life. No, I never felt this way before. Yes, I swear it's the truth, and I'll. Because he knows the time is short.
Let him who hath understanding reckon the number of the beast, for it is a human number. Its number is 666.
I
love this one. Never get tired of that track. Awesome music. You're listening to Music Without Borders. Shout out to the lurkers. I'm just going to remind myself to say hi, you guys. Hi, lurkers. Today might be the day you make a request. And it might get played. I'm trying my best to play everybody in order. So let's keep on going. I got Bad Omens. I got Stained right now. Truth and Life. Something about clowncore? Check it out. Actually excellent. I like that. Truth and Life clowncore remind me of a lot of different stuff at once. Brilliant. That was fun to keep the tempo with. I like that. Let's keep going here. Whoever requested that was awesome.
Make up
Caravan Palace with the song called Raccoons. That was excellent, actually. Star Material. Music Without Borders. I thought to myself, they got to be from France, and I Googled them. Yeah, they're from Paris. Been around for a while, since 2008. I never heard of them. What are they calling it? They call it electro swing, electronic, jazz, and pop. Correct. That about sums them up. I thought that sounds really neat. Uh, very cool stuff. What do we got going? We got Igor with 2 R's. We got the Hawkman. And right now, we're well, I'm here in Florida, but we don't really call Florida the South. Panhandle maybe is the South, but down here in southern Florida, it's kind of, everybody's from up north or somewhere else. So, but anyway, here we go. A little time, the beautiful South.
Space just on my own. I need a little time to find my freedom. I need a little
Funny how quick the milk turns sour, isn't it? Isn't it? Your face has been looking like that for hours, hasn't it? Hasn't it? Promises, promises turn to dust. Wedding bells just turn to rust. Trust into mistrust.
I need a little room to find myself. I need a little space to work it out. I need a little room all alone.
Need a little room for your big head, don't you? Don't you? You need a little space for 1,000 beds, won't you? Won't you? Lips that promise, feel the worst. Tongue so sharp, the bubble bursts. Just into unjust.
I've had a little time to find the truth, and I've had a little room to check what's wrong. I've had a little time, and I still love you. I've
You had a little time in your fun, didn't ya? Didn't ya? Well, you had yours, do you think I had none? Do ya? Do ya? The freedom that you wanted back is yours for good. I hope you're glad. Sad and sad. I had a little time to think it over.
first embrace, I fell right under your spell. You held me real tight, and I knew that night that we'd be together. I fell right under your spell. When we kissed for the first time, I fell right under your spell. When we got together, I fell right under your spell.
Annihilator, great star material to end the show on. I never heard those guys before. From Ottawa, Canada. That was very cool. It had looks like they formed in '84. They've been around for a while. A mixture of tons of different styles. I like it. I like it. I love it. Hey, guys, it's closing time. You guys are mega awesome. Happy Sunday night now from Venice Beach, Florida to everybody around the world. You guys are great. We'll see you all tomorrow again. Thanks again to the mods hanging around. You guys have been mega cool. We'll see you all tomorrow for more Music Without Borders. Today was really great. I heard like so much stuff that I never ever heard before. I love it. I love it. I love it. Tomorrow, same time, same station, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's closing time, guys. Ciao.
Closing time. Open all the doors and let you